Hello there, Middle-earth strategy battle game potential players. Welcome to the community. I am your Tolkien fanatic, Jason, and I'm going to spend a few minutes today quickly talking about what you will need to start off your MESBG adventure, career, hobby, however you want to look at it. I'm going to give you some of the tips, advice, and things that you're going to need. So stay tuned. Sit back. We're going to take 15 minutes at most to talk about it, and I'm going to show you some of the things you need as well as some of the things that I've personally used. So as any good game goes, you do need the rule book. So one of the first things you'll have to do is pick up the rules book. Now you can get this either on a physical copy, as you can see here, or you can purchase the PDF version that Games Workshop provides online. The other great thing is, there's my cat, guys. Say hello to my cat. Hi, Grace. Thank you for deciding she needs to join in with this. She's my living terrain when we play games. Moving back to the rule book, which is the important thing here. If you have friends that are already playing the game, get together with them and ask to borrow their rule book, because sometimes it might help if you read the rules before deciding you want to play. I'm not trying to steer anybody away from the game. By all means, we want you as part of our community. We definitely have the best tabletop gaming community in the world. But if you read the way a game works and you're not a fan of it, you don't want to have to invest a lot of time and money into it. And I do respect that, time is money, and money does pay the bills. So if you're putting a lot of money into this and then you find out you're not a fan of it, that could be some bills that you could be paid. I know. I'm just like everybody else. I've got debt that's trying to be paid. And a mortgage, as you can see my lovely house in the background. So get yourself a rule book. Like I said, borrow it from a friend if you can. Buy it if you feel like it. Sometimes you can find copies online. I'm not going to say illegally pirate it, but you can find them out there if you're looking for it. I do recommend definitely looking into the rulebook. It will go through everything you need to play the game. So, moving on from there, we'll talk about some of the other things you need for the game. Like many tabletop games, you're going to need to have to know the profiles of the models you're playing with. There are two main profile books, The Army of the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Armies of the Hobbit, yeah. You guys can tell I didn't really script this. I have an idea in my head, but yeah, I also can't read. So Army of the Lord of the Rings and the Army of the Hobbit. These are the two books that will have the majority of the profiles you need. Now, they won't have all of them because, unfortunately, Games Workshop is a company. They do want to invest in money, so some things that they have started doing, which is a bit annoying to folks like me who are tournament organizers and have to be on top of the newest and latest rules as well as profiles, they've got these awesome source books. We love source books, we really do. As you can see, here's two of them. We have Gondor at War and we have War and Rohan. These are two of the best source books in the game, in my opinion anyway. The problem is, you have to buy more and more books. I think they're at like 4 or 5 of them now. And that's okay, that's cool, because more books means more profiles, which means more games you can play. So, for a new person, you're probably sitting here going, dude, you just told me a minute ago, don't buy all this stuff. I'm just showing you these are things that you can get down the road if you're looking into playing specific armies. If you want to play Minas Tirith because you just love seeing Boromir in Osgiliath with his white flag waving high, telling his folks, hey guys, this is our city. We took it back from the enemy and we're going to defend it and love it forever and a day. Hey, look. Oh, where's he at? There's Boromir right there. So, if you want that, you need the Lord of the Rings Army book. Again, I believe this is a PDF copy. I don't actually have a PDF copy. I do have a PDF copy of the rule book, like I mentioned prior, and the hard copy as well. But I do believe these books do come in a PDF ability. I think both the Armies of the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings do. I can't speak for the source books yet. I think they might, but I'm not a big PDF guy, as you can tell. I like the hard copies because I like having paper in hand. I'm old, what can I say? So these are the next two things you're going to have to look at, because you have to decide what army you want to play. If you want to play, Azog's Legion, because you just fell in love and love seeing Azog in the Hobbit movies walk out with his Gundabad trolls and just going crazy. Hey, look, guys. Hold on, I'm getting there, I promise you. There's Azog's Legion. So you would need an Army of the Hobbit book. Again, If you're looking to get into it, ask a friend. They probably got the book. If you're on your own, it can be a little harder. But there are people out there that are willing to reach out and talk to you and help you learn and know the profiles. I'll also leave a link in the cards in the upper corner to all the different videos I've done. I've done many just talking about how to understand a basic profile, how movements and shooting and the turns work in a game. So if you're new to the game, this is stuff that you're going to need to know. That's stuff that is found, where'd I put it? I know I got it somewhere, in the rules book, but having a video to see it sometimes helps out as well. So that's another thing you can do is check out videos on YouTube. I mean, I'm not the greatest video maker, as you can tell. I'm using a crappy little camera. Like here, I pick it up off my I pick it up off my laptop. It doesn't even want to let me. I can't even figure out how to hook up my headset. So instead of actually having nice clear talk, you got all this crap coming at you from this shitty camera. What can I say though? I'm not the best YouTuber, but there's other people who have great channels out there and lots of content. So go look it up. Look on YouTube. There's plenty of people, plenty of content, plenty of videos out there. If there's something you specifically want to see, leave a comment below. I'll make sure to get it out there for you. That's my goal in the hobby right now. So what's next? There's more. Trust me, the hobby goes on. So the biggest part of the hobby is the community itself. Like I just said a couple minutes ago, we have the best tabletop gaming community in the world. And I'm not exaggerating that. This is the best one. This ain't no 40K power gaming, spend $1 million and you automatically win. This is actually a game where, yeah, you can spend some money to get some better models, but unless you've got some, you need some tactic up here. You need some thinking up here in order to be able to win and play this game. That being said, you can play it for fun. I personally prefer just to play for the theme of the game. I grew up with Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. The Hobbit, I was in college by that time, but we won't get into age. So, Lord of the Rings, grew up in grade school with it. That was great. So for me, taking these little plastic figures and reenacting the game is amazing. And when I say little plastic figures, I legitimately mean little plastic figures. Yeah, the size. So that's the next thing you're going to need. You're going to need some of these little plastic figures. I'm going to see if I can't get it. So this right here. Come on, focus. Focus. Nope, it's not going to happen. Anyway, you can see the scale of these things. They're not very big. Measuring tape for you so you can tell. This is something else you'll need. 1.5 inches. Not very big. But that's the great thing about the game is you've got little models that you can use to reenact the game. So you need that, and then the other thing you need, going back to what I was talking about community, you need a community. You need folks to play with, because it's no fun if you just collect them and then they sit in a lovely drawer or display case like you can see over my shoulder. There you go. The camera's backwards, so when I'm pointing to my right, it's actually left on the camera. I hate that about cameras. So there's my display case in the background, and oh yeah, by the way, I'm a nerd, so there's 2 of them. Plus there's my wall of shame over there, my drawers of shame with all the unpainted models I have, as well as unassembled. But that being said, you need a community to play with. So it doesn't matter where you're at. England, America, France, Italy, Germany. There's communities out there everywhere. You just have to find them. I will say the easiest place to go, even though I hate going there, is Facebook. If you're in America, there's the big American Strategy Battle Game Alliance page. That's where the majority of the American players get together and talk. If you're in England, you've got the Great British Hobbit League, which is where all the English players get together and talk. Now, I will say there's more than just, those countries' players in there. It's a great thing. Again, community, it's all about coming together. So you're going to have, English players in the GBHL. You're going to have that makes sense. You have American players in the GBHL. You have GBHL and the ASBGA. Yeah, I'm tired. 12-hour work days. They're killing me. Anyway, moving on. There's plenty of channel groups out there. One of my favorites is actually I think it's the Lord of the Rings Miniatures Rock Strategy Battle Game page. I don't know. I'll leave a link in the comments below. That's my favorite one. There's over 14,000 members in that group page. And all it's about is just like, hey, dude, check out my model. What do you think? Hey, guys, I'm starting this army. Give me some inspiration. It's not about, hey, what's the best tactic to go out there and butt kick my opponent into the ground so that he never wants to play again. No, it's one of the most laid-back communities. There's a little bit of that in there, but it's mostly like, hey, how competitive is this army? Hey, how do I get into the game, which is kind of what sparked my want to make this video, to help folks who want to get into the game. So moving on from there, that's pretty much what you need to get into the game. You need the rulebook. You need to know what arm you want to play. You need to find some fellow community members, even if it's just online. And then you need some models. And I will say the best place if you're just trying to get into the game for a little bit of a cheaper price, eBay. I know, I'm sorry, Games Workshop, yeah. I'm a Games Workshop nerd, or nut, fanatic, whatever you call it. Truest all the way through. I don't use proxy models. I don't use anything secondhand, whatever, third party. All my stuff is Games Workshop or Forge World, which, you know, they one and the same. But if you're looking for models to try and get into the game cheap, eBay is the way to go. You can find a lot of cheap models on there usually. Now, you're not going to find everything. A few years ago, the market was a lot more flush. The game wasn't as popular. Then it had its renaissance in 2018, and it has been exploding with people playing it, which is great. I mean, there's more people in the community now than there ever has been before, and we're just growing. And that is one of the great things about... I'm going to grab one, because I want to make a point. That is one of the great things about these supplement books. It's making it a lot easier to get into the game because there's always fresh content coming out, which draws new people. So GW is always advertising for it. There's about 2 source book updates a year. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything I can think of in order to get into the game in under 15 minutes. I'm hoping I'm at that part. I gotta piece these little videos together. Like I said, I'm not a very good YouTuber. If there's any questions you have, please leave a comment below. I will help you out however I can to connect you to a community and to other players and to foster your want to play and your love of the game. So until next time, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. There's another one of my cats. This is Hermia. The other one was Grace. Say hi, Hermia. She needs her daily daddy attention. What was I saying? See, she made me lose my train of thought. Anyway, if there's anything I can do to help you, please leave a comment below. I will help you, hook you up. I will help talk to you. I'll talk strategy. I'll talk hobby, painting. I'll talk everything. Oh, that's one more thing you need. You need some paints. And you need some brushes. Now, you don't have to get G-Dub paints and G-Dub brushes if you don't want to. These are not Games Workshop paints. So you see, this is Artist Loft. I get these from Michael's for like $4 a brush. And then this is how I actually started in painting and hobbying. These are Test Tours paints for anybody who's interested or anybody who's ever done any sort of model making before. That's how I got my start in modeling, was actually by making model planes and model boats from World War II. So those are 3 other things. Two other things? Yeah, I picked up 2 paints. So there you go. You need paints and brushes. That makes it simple. So until next time, guys, again, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and enjoy Tolkien's Legendarium in all its extremities, particularly Middle-earth strategy battle game. Take care.